Hey, what's going on, guys? Orlando Prepper coming at you again. Got Lady Prepper over here making sure I stay in line. Big Tucker down there in the floor, taking up space. He's good for that right there. Uh, Looks like we don't have a whole lot in here. We got maybe five or six, looks like, but don't matter. I'm here just to tell it like it is, and that's what I'm going to do. I mean, all right. Wait a couple of minutes here and see if well, it looks like we lost one. I was going to wait a little bit and see if I could draw some more people in here, but it looks like people are bailing on me. Dang. That's all right. We're going to do our thing anyway. People join us or not, we're going to do it anyway. I always get more viewers when it's posted as a video than we do on the live. So as long as I can, reach out there and maybe pass along a little information. Don't matter when you get it, as long as you get it. So, all right, let me go ahead and get started here. I thought I'd start out tonight with just so much stupid stuff in the news that I thought I would, pop up a couple of things there. Pauline, thanks for joining us. I don't think I've seen you in here before, but I do appreciate you joining us. I truly do. Got my regulars in here, good folks. I can always count on Greg and Tammy Joe and Miss Jobs. You guys are always here. And of course, Lady Prepper's in the house with us. She always is. Say hello to her if you get a chance. She's the one that keeps me in line. Gonna be honest. Not for her, this I'd probably get kicked off this platform. That's the absolute truth. But she tries to keep me straight. Diane LS. You been here before in Volusia City? Where? All right, it's obviously in Volusia County, but I'm not familiar with the city. It must be a little town there. But I appreciate you joining us. I truly do. I hope you guys will check out my videos I have on my channel. Those are more informative. Actually, I got to be honest with you. These live streams are more about, things in the news, and you might have saw it somewhere else. You might not have. I don't know. Hopefully I can, bring something to you, but I appreciate everybody that joins in here. Vote tomorrow. Damn right. Get out there and vote, guys. Get out there and vote. It's primary day in Florida tomorrow, so make sure you get out there and cast your ballot. The only way you can make your voice heard is if you vote, and that's a very important thing to do. Thanks for bringing that to us, Diane. I appreciate it. Me and Lady Prepper's already discussed the candidates. Of course, it's pretty much cut and dry. Some of the judges are up in the air. I'm still researching some of those guys, but most of them, are regional, like in your area. So research who's on your ballot for judge. That's very important. If you have school board elections this time around, make sure you vote in that. That's very important too. They are ruining our children, and we got to stop that. Even here in Florida, the governor's fighting against it as hard as he can. I got to give that man credit, and he's got my vote. Ron DeSantis is my man. He don't play. He don't pull any punches. So, come November, vote for him. Make sure you vote for him. Levy County. All right, Pauline's in Levy County. All right, I'm glad to have all these Florida people here. I really appreciate it. I think we're the last bastion of, liberty in this country right now. Texas used to be, but they got so damn many Californians moving over there. Their elections are getting really close, and you never know when that state might flip. I mean, it's purple. That's for sure. But all right, let me get on what we're going to talk about tonight. First thing I want to do is bring up a couple of dumbass topics that came up in the news. And this right here is one of them. The LGBTWFJ, whatever the hell they are, one of them wanted to pick on a candidate running for office, and he claimed that the man had posted Klansman hoods in his little ad that he popped up on Twitter there. Well, as you can see, the circle part there, it's the space between the elephant's legs, guys. That's all it is. And they wanted to make out like it was, something for the Klan, which is a damn joke. The only thing when I see something like this and I see these liberals pulling this kind of stuff, the only thing I can think is, you can walk through a national forest and be surrounded by beauty. Just take in what's around you. Take it for what it is. But if while you're walking, you're looking down, you're looking for a dog turd, you're going to find a dog turd. Now, it's up to you to either walk around that dog turd or step on it. It's that simple. I mean, these people look for stuff like this. It's freaking ridiculous. And it's just ridiculous. David, I hope you are one of the few conservatives left in California. I'm glad you're here, no matter what your political views are. Appreciate you being here with me. But if your feelings get hurt easy, you might want to go on somewhere else, because I'm just going to tell the truth here, as it is in the state of Florida, told by a Southern man raised in Tennessee. So we can disagree and still be friends, and I appreciate you being here. So hopefully you'll hang on, and you share some ideas. You tell us what you think. But looks like John and Rebecca's in the house. I appreciate that so much. That's Arkansas right there, God. That is Arkansas. So I appreciate them being here. I just feel sorry for them now, because college football season's coming up, and I'm a Gator fan. You guys you got trouble coming from them Florida Gators. It might take a year or two, because we're in rebuilding, but yeah, you got some trouble coming on the gridiron. But got Lake County in the house tonight. Yeah. Groveland gal. I like that name. That's awesome right there. But like I was saying on this Twitter thing, people just look, liberals seem to look for something to hurt their damn feelings. And that's ridiculous. You can't be happy that way. Every now and then, when we're sitting and watching TV, I'll break liberal on Lady Prepper, and I'll point out something that's being racist or sexist or something like that, just as a damn joke. And it drives her crazy. Gators are a bunch of, they are. If you ain't cheating, you ain't winning. It's that simple, Rebecca. I'll be honest with you. But, I do that just for fun. But here's a challenge for you. I'm going to challenge you guys to do something. Take one day, just one day. If you're watching TV, you're listening to the radio, whatever, look at it from a liberal's point of view. See if you can find racism, sexism, xenophobia, whatever in it. Just the littlest thing. And after about an hour of that, you're going to get sick. You're going to be miserable. And that's the way those people live all the time. So now you know why they're always so pissed off and angry, It's ridiculous. You can find bad in anything if you look for it. But like I said, it's like that dog turd in the natural forest. You just got to walk around it and go on about your life. But that was ridiculous. This guy's a joke. Posted in there that those are Klansman hoods, and that Twitter post there. But hey, I'm sure he lives a miserable life, and that's just a joke right there. I'm sorry I had to show it again. That's right, Greg. You called it. Yep. Season's coming up. We're in a rebuilding year, though, Greg. Maybe next year we might pull out a few wins, but I think it's going to be tough this year with the new coach. But I like the new coach. I really do. We'll have something to talk about when football season kicks off. All right. My man from Orange Lake is in the house. Go Gators. That's right. That's right. Now we gotta get behind our Gators. Got to promote them all the way. Yes, they did. They did have some great draft, signed some good players this year. Billy Napier, he's their new coach. He was awesome where he came from, and I hope he'll be awesome here, in Gatorland. So we'll see. But we're going to talk about that as the year goes on. There's two reasons why I picked Monday night at 7 o'clock here. One is there's no college football games on Monday night. And two is for the NFL fans, the 7 or 8 people out there that still watches that propagandic bullshit. The game don't start till 8 o'clock, so you'll have time to watch your games. USF is a good school. Yep, Bulls are good. I ain't got no, unless they play UCF now. When the Bulls go up against UCF, I'm sorry, Diane, I have to pull up for them nights. They're right here in town. Got to pull up with the local boys. But hopefully, all of our Florida teams will have good seasons, except the University of Miami. They're a bunch of thugs. Never have cared for them, never will. They should have got the death sentence when they found out all them players were being paid, a few years back. But they didn't. They only did that to SMU back in the day. And they see what, it almost ruined that program. So I guess the NCAA didn't want to do that again. So, all right, let me go on to the next topic here. I can talk football all night, guys. College football. Love me some college football. This one right here is a joke. Yeah. America's favorite, I'm telling you, the top-notch unelected governor in the United States. She never got a vote to be governor. And there she is. She's governor of the second biggest state in the United States. But now she's going after toy guns to reduce the violence in New York. What a joke. These people live in some kind of dream world. She wants to make all toy guns, bright colors so they won't look real. And we know that there are no real guns with bright colors, like maybe these right here. Sky, they specialize in color guns. They make them just for that purpose. But that's how far out of touch that bimbo is with, the actual gun market or Second Amendment. Everything she does is against the Second Amendment. I get political here sometimes, and I really shouldn't, but the one topic in politics that I'm always going to be on is the Second Amendment, because that one amendment protects all the other amendments, and they know it. They know as long as we have the ability to defend ourselves, they can't run roughshod over us. But when I get into the main topic here later on about why we're weak and who caused it, you'll see that a lot of that is actually Second Amendment related. But I mean, I'm going to call these people out. I'm tired of all this crap, guys. I really am. Yep, she is a joke. That's for damn sure. New York is a dumpster fire. Yeah, it has been since Rudy Giuliani left. New York City's been a dumpster fire. It's a joke up there. It's ridiculous what they're doing. Yeah, Pauline, yeah, she's a joke. She damn sure is a joke. It's ridiculous. The woman never got one vote, and she's in charge of the second largest state in the United States. Give me a break. And she's dumb on top. She's dumb. I don't say that. Most politicians are pretty smart people, or they wouldn't be where they are. But this one's just dumb. She really is. You can listen to her talk and tell she ain't very smart. But like I said, we got to have, she wants all these guns to be white and pink and blue and green because they don't look real. All right. Yeah, maybe she needs to watch this live stream right here one night. I'll tell her the truth. I don't give a damn who she is. Don't care what she thinks. I'll tell her the truth. I'm going to tell all of you the truth. That's why I'm here. It's ridiculous. But I mean, that's what I consider the stupid news this week, the dumbest of the dumb. I think I'll do this every week. It's a pretty good topic. Pick out two or three topics that are just dumb as hell. And can you move that board right over there for me, please? Lady Prepper, just like Santa Claus. Look at there. She brought me some ice.
You see on the screen you were struggling there. You know?
Yeah.
Tucker and I are holding down the kitchen.
Yeah, Tucker, my boy Tucker. Most of you know who Tucker is. If you've been watching my videos, you know who Tucker is. 75-pound fur baby. And the first time it thunders, that boy is a hot mess. Honestly, he's trying to climb the walls. No joke. Fluffy's in the house. All right. My girl. Love my girl Fluffy. She's here every week. I appreciate it. I appreciate the support from all you guys. I truly do. You know, I don't get a lot of people here on this live feed, but I appreciate every one of you. I think I piss off a lot of people when I do these things, like I'm going to do later. Believe me, I said I'm going to step on some toes, and I'm going to do it because these things need to be said. But let me move on here. The ATF did something really, really awesome this week. Yeah, the ATF. They did something great. They created an app for your phone, for your smartphone, for your Android, where you can report people anonymously that you feel like are a threat to the country, or it's a threat to them. You know, they got this nice little app here, and all you have to do is download it on your phone. It's anonymous. They're not going to follow you, they say. If you believe that shit, I got some swampland right there south of here, I'm going to say you. But, you know, it's just, if you just want to report somebody you think is a threat to anybody, they got this little app. You can boop, 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 get on there and rat them out. And, you know, if that's what you want to do, you go for it. I appreciate that right there. I really do. I'm going to speak the truth, what I think's the truth. I might be wrong on occasion, but if I come with you with something, you know, some information, I've checked it through several sources before I ever brought it here. I promise you that. I'm just going to tell you what I think is the truth, that I think's good for you. It's good for us all. Believe me, Lady Prepper keeps me harnessed in every now and then, but let's go on with what we're talking about there, that ATF. Remember that right there, that national red flag law they passed a few weeks ago? Well, you can use that ATF app and you can report your neighbor when you see them with a gun. Like me, when I go to the gun range, got my range bag, might have a rifle bag slung over my shoulder, you know, but if Karen down the street there or Neil across the road there, if he don't like it, he can get on that little ATF app and bang, bang, bang. He can rat me out. And because of that red flag law right there, because this unpatriotic POS thinks I shouldn't have a gun, guess what happens under this red flag law? The ATF comes and gets my guns. And I've done nothing wrong. That's it. This thing was laid out on purpose, the way it was done. They developed that law, then they published this app so people would report their neighbors when they have firearms. And under the red flag law, all that person that reports you has to say is, I think he might be a threat, or she might be a threat. And then guess what? They come knock on your door and take all your guns. I know I harp on this a little bit. I truly do. And I'll be the first one to admit it, because I lost my entire gun collection back in 2008 because we had a red flag law here in the state of Florida. Guess what? Lost them forever. Yep, lost them forever. I don't think it was right. I wasn't a threat to anybody, never threatened anybody. I'm a retired police officer, got extensive training in firearms. And they come and got my gun because the law said I might be a threat. Well, guess what they did with those guns? They released them to my ex-wife. this was during the divorce, and I couldn't get my guns back until the divorce was final. But that was on me. That red flag law was enacted on me, not her. So when she went to get my guns, they gave them to her. Then when everything was over, I go to pick up my guns. They say, they're gone. We gave them to your wife. But this one is one I'll always harp on. But just in case you don't know how to report somebody, you can go to the ATF website, and right there it tells you how to do it. Submit a tip. If you want to do that, go ahead. If you do it for no reason at all, then you are the problem, not the solution to the problem. And I hope if you do that out of vindication, wanting to be vindictive to somebody, that your pants catches on fire because you're a liar. But I'm going to leave that right there. All right. It just pisses me off that this thing right here would even be, possible for people to do. You don't like right now, you see that pistol in the background right there? If that scares you, you can get on this ATF app and you can tell them, hey, this guy has guns everywhere. You know what? If you do, good luck. You better hope I don't find out who you are. It's that simple. It's not a threat, it's a promise. All right, then. Just letting you know, just in case you didn't hear that this week, that the ATF did do that, and they're coming after your guns. That's like the IRS arming all those new 87,000 agents they got coming. It says right there in the job application, you have to be willing to carry a gun and use deadly force if necessary. In other words, they're going to rob you. But I'm going to go on past that. That's another topic for another day. All right, let's get into this situation right here. Remember when they dumped all the milk, broke all the eggs, and plowed over the vegetation all over the country back in last year? This was updated. It says March 2022. This is two reporters from the New York Times, one of the most liberal rags in the nation, telling you that there's going to be shortages of these foods. Well, what surprises me is there are some preppers on their prep channels, like this one right here, that will tell you that there's not a food shortage because the supply chain problem has been remedied. I'm not going to call these people out by name. I'm not going to do it. That would be like me ratting out somebody on that ATF site over a gun. But, just be careful when you go to these prepper pages, listen to these guys, see what they're telling you. If you're listening to one of those guys that's telling you there's not going to be a food shortage, they're full of shit. All right, it's coming. That was last year when they were destroying all these products because schools weren't using the milk and the eggs and stuff like that. Well, the market never recovered. I shouldn't say the market. I should say the supply never recovered. And then right on the heels of that, we had this bird flu thing pop up, and they killed millions and millions and millions of chickens, which reduced the supply of chicken and eggs as well. But still hadn't recovered from that. And then this week, we heard of this. Yeah, that's the American Farm Bureau report. I actually saw the first signs of this on Linda's Prepper Kitchen. She posted this on Wednesday. If you hadn't checked her channel out, please go over and check it out. She's on the ball with a lot of food stuff. But every now and then she'll bring you some news like this right here. The Farm Bureau reports that 37% of farmers are plowing under crops due to the drought in the Midwest, Southwest, and Far West. 37%. That's 1/3 of our food supply. I don't mean right now. That's next year's food supply. And when you're destroying 37% of next year's food, the prices are going to go up. It's going to go through the roof. and they're going to be, food might get scarce. Another thing is that ranchers, their livestock is down, their herds are down about 50% in Texas because of the drought and because, the price of feed and stuff like that is just going through the roof. They're having to sell them now instead of fattening them up for next year. And, they're selling them now when they get a little money for them. Excuse me, guys. And, that way they won't have to feed them. But there are other states, Wyoming, Colorado, Arizona, places like that, their herds are down 40 to 50%. Now, when you take 50% of the meat out of the market, not only is, it's going to be just like the guys plowing under their crops. You're going to have a shortage of product, and the product you have is going through the roof. What's going to happen is like it was back in the old days, back during the Depression. This is why there's a potato shortage and they're stupid expensive. That's exactly right. Yeah, right now there is a potato shortage. We're feeling it here in Florida. Prices are going up. And the thing is, it's just only going to get worse. Right now, today, we're living off of the harvest from last year. Now, next year, when all the harvest is down from, 35 to 50%, people are going to be hurting. But, like I was about to say, back during the Depression, there was food, but it was so high, people couldn't afford it. And that's what's going to happen here with this shortage. You're going to be able to buy a steak for, $20 a pound, $25 a pound. You think, Leonardo DiCaprio, he's one that's always harping about this climate change bullshit. You think he cares if he has to pay $20 or $30 for a pound of steak? Nope. But me and you do. I mean, I like to have a steak occasionally. It's good food. But it's not just going to be, things like steak or whatever. It's going to be just average food, potatoes, beans, corn, wheat, which equates to bread. It's going to be a problem. So, these prepper channels that saying there is no food shortage, there's not going to be one. No, they're living in today. They're not looking for tomorrow. They're not preppers. I think they're propagandists. I really do. But that's about enough of that. I think I'm going to move on to the topic of this little video here, and that's what's happening to men in this country. Probably lose a few viewers here. You're not going to like it, but I'm going to be honest with you. The way men have been pussified in this country is a joke. Liberals like to call it toxic masculinity. But let me ask you a question. When we have a flood, a hurricane, a tornado, who's going out to save these people that are still in danger? Is it that guy sipping latte with a man bun? No. It's the guy that wants to suck it up and do what has to be done. Men are getting weaker and weaker in this country every year. And it's more apparent when you look at the number of members in the military. Now, I know not just men join the military, women do too, and I appreciate every one of them, love every one of them. Thank you for your sacrifice. But the average male has been weakened down, dumbed down over the years, over the last couple of decades. I know because I've seen it. And, I got a man in my family right there. That's a standard bearer for his Ranger company. That's an honor. You have to be chosen to do that. That's my son, and I raised him to be that way. And all you men out there, you need to train your sons to be that way. You might not have learned yourself, but it's time. Step it up and learn how, and then teach your sons, teach your daughters. You don't just teach your sons, all right? Your daughter needs to know how to defend herself and be strong too. So step it up, guys. You got to do it. That's your job as a man. That is your job. You might not like this, but guess what? I don't care. I did it. I'm proud I did it. I'm proud of my son. How many men can say their son is their hero? I can do that. I'm proud of everything he did in his life, and I love him, and I always will. You need to feel that way about your son or your daughter. You know, I only had a son to train that way. You can train your daughter to be tough like that, okay, to protect herself and be strong. You know, we've all seen that meme running around social media. Teach your daughter to protect herself because a restraining order is only a piece of paper. That's right. It's time to step up, guys. It is. It's time to step up and do what you're supposed to do as a man. We've gotten away from that. Think my generation. I'm a baby boomer. I am. Think my generation was the last one to believe that way. But if you don't step up, this country ain't going to survive. Because who's going to count? Who do we have to protect our country if we don't have tough men and women to do it? You know, like I said, I'm sorry. I'm probably stepping on some toes. No, I'm not sorry. No, I'm not. That's your duty as a man. You step up and you teach your son and your daughter to do what they need to do to protect themselves. You teach them the principles this country was founded on. If you don't do that, you're failing as a parent. I'm sorry, I got pissed off there. I got a little emotional. No, I'm not sorry. Yeah, I'm sorry I got emotional. I'm not sorry for what I said. You got to do it, guys. Step it up. Take them fishing. Take them camping. Take them out and teach them how to do that, how to survive. When you start teaching them those skills, guess what they're going to do? It's human nature to want to know more. They're going to push you just like you're pushing them. They're going to learn more. They're going to be a better person in the future because of it. All right. I think I'm about done, guys. I went off the edge there. Whoop, there went one of my lights. I went off the edge there. Probably shouldn't have done that. I'm sorry. Yeah, I'm sorry I got emotional. I'm not sorry for what I said. But I love you all. Appreciate you being here. If you can think of anything that, we need to address here, let me know. Shoot me an email. theorlandoprepper@gmail.com. I'll reply to you. We'll see if we can get it in motion. We'll make a video about it. We'll do a live stream about it. Whatever you think we need to talk about, bring it to me. Love you all. Appreciate you being here. I think it's time for me to get out of here. With that, the Orlando Prepper is out.